If this video found you, it's definitely for a reason. There is an angel number meant to be guiding you right now. Think of it as a nudge, a whisper, a spark from the universe and your spirit guides. Let's see which angel number is yours right now to claim for your destiny. So welcome to the channel, or welcome back. So awesome to see you here. I hope you're doing really well. Angel numbers are awesome. They are often indicators of signs, synchronicities, and secret messages that the universe and our spirit guides want us to know. So we're going to dive right in with a special oracle deck of angel numbers to find the one that's meant for you right now. And we'll do some additional tarot clarification. Timestamps are in the description of the video and in the first pinned comment. Would love to hear your thoughts after you get your angel message. Let me know if it resonates. You could leave a little prayer symbol, a flower, whatever you would like, or share your thoughts. Would love to hear. All right, let's get into it. All right, Aries, let's see what your angel number message is. What you really need to know now for the next energies unfolding in your life. Aries, 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 Aries. Let's take this one. All right, Aries, what do we have for you? Ooh, 7-11. Persistence. 7-11. Reap the rewards of your efforts. You've been working very hard, Aries, toward your goals. But at some point, you have to take all you've done and benefit from it. Yeah, Aries sometimes needs to bask in what they are creating. Your angels ask you to honor your growth. Yeah. Reflect on something you've been working on for a long time and think about how far you've come. Because this is the thing, like everybody always accuses Aries of they're impulsive, they're impatient, they can't stick to anything. And that is not true. That is not true. So definitely think about how far you've come. Really give yourself some credit for lessons learned, tasks accomplished, and fears faced. Give yourself a pat on the back. Yes. Okay, so this also says to me that continue what you have been doing with this persistence. Now, this may appear in your career, it could appear in your personal life, it could appear in some very small way with some very tiny thing you've been just sticking to. Like maybe you're doing a gratitude practice every night before sleep, or you're regularly taking a walk every day, or whatever it might be. It could be like a little thing. Whatever it is, honor that, reward that, and stick to it, and maybe expand it a little bit more into some other facet of your life. Okay, so let's see. And if you haven't been doing it, if you haven't been persistent, this card is saying it's time to get with the program, Aries, especially since Saturn, the planet of persistence, will be in Aries starting May 30th for a few months, and then it'll backtrack, and then it'll be in Aries for good in 2026. But you want to work with the energies, get with the program, Aries. All right, reap the rewards of your efforts. Hello, Magician. Okay, wow, this is a very powerful message. Let's pull one more from the top. Wow, and the Tower. Okay, so you're going to be very pleasantly surprised by what you are going to be able to manifest. It could be by Taurus season. It's possible with the King of Pentacles showing up here. But this persistence is from your own energy. This is the Magician. And especially your creativity, your life force energy, your skills and talents is going to result in something very supremely tangible. This could be some excellent money coming in. This could be some other tangible goal, like moving to a better apartment, finding a house you want to buy at the right price. It could be something, whatever, some big money goal that you're achieving. And it could be in a very, very surprising way. It might be when Uranus goes into Gemini. This is our Uranian energy of surprise. Gemini is a very favorably aligned energy with yours. Uranus and Saturn will have a very nice astrological. There's somebody who always does that. Like, I swear. Like, there's certain times every day they make that noise. Especially when I'm filming. Yes, so especially when Uranus is sextile Saturn, which will be happening July, August. So it could be some surprising things solidifying at that time. It could be some surprising ideas that are coming in that you will persist with. Sometimes with Aries, it's like they just have to find the right thing or idea that they really desire to persist with it. Other people, they can just persist for the sake of persistence. That's not Aries. That's definitely not Aries. So this is really, really nice. And this King of Pentacles, it just suggests to me, King of Pentacles is solid. It's like, and very in command of the faculties of money and manifestation, as is the Magician and energy of manifestation. And it's also like, what is your truth? What is the true best alignment and use of your energies to make something tangible happen in your life? That will surprise you in its results. So it can be something new that you are going to persist with. So very nice energies here, Aries. All right, Taurus, let's get an angel number message for you. Taurus. All right. All right, Taurus people. Is this one? No, we'll take this one. Let's see. Ooh, 300. Divine connection. The mind, body, and spirit unite. Ooh, I love this. Your angels acknowledge that you have an intense connection to the divine right now. The unity of your mind, body, and spirit creates a conduit for spirit messages. I love that word, conduit. Sit in meditation with your hands on your third eye chakra, the center of the forehead. Right now, Taurus, as I'm filming this, right now, do it. Hey, I'm not telling you what to do. It's the card. Repeat this mantra a few times until it begins to sink in. I trust in my abilities. Ooh, I trust in my abilities. So unity of mind, body, and spirit. So it's about integrity. It's about walking your talk. It's about living in alignment. And Uranus, which has been transiting through your sign for the last umpteen years, has really been helping you suddenly discard things in your life that are not part of this future growth and alignment that you're stepping into. So, you could be some new things coming in that you will be trusting your abilities in. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, but let's pull some cards. So making sure that everything is connected, which it is. I say this a lot, like it's not good, in my opinion, to live a compartmentalized life. That's not how we are. Spiritual beings, like we're not like that. Everything, it's supposed to be unity and alignment. What happens over here affects us over here. So, and when we're out of alignment in one way, it shows up in another way in our life. So, all right, let's see what you need to know about I trust in my abilities. This divine connection that you have, and the number 300. And the car is back again. The truck with the muffler that really needs to pack it in. Ooh, see the world. And here's your energy. There you are, little Taurus. Oh, look at this. Ooh, and see, I told you, you're starting something new. What did I say? I'm holding a page of wands. So there is some facet of your world that is changing with this divine connection and these new abilities that you're going to be stepping into. So you've successfully completed a cycle. You are emotionally moving on with something, but that to me is like the issue, if we want to call it that. But that is the thing to be trusting in, that you're in the divine timing. This is the right time to be moving on emotionally, or at least in your birthday season may be coming up, to make that emotional shift, that end of the chapter, and start and trust in your abilities to move forward with something new. Page of Wands. This could be business related with the wands. This could be something new that you want to do with your physical body, because she's showing up here like this. So maybe you want to get in shape, you want to lose some weight, consult with a doctor, of course. This is not medical advice, but it can be something like that. Maybe you want to socialize more, get out and about. So maybe start something creatively, whatever it might be. There's something here to trust in the connection that you have with the divine, that you can ask for assistance at any time. You are in the right place at the right time, and you are ready for this. That's the other thing, especially with this World card signaling that you're ready to burst out of this protective eggshell, move along, and begin a brand new thing. So very, very nice. And it's interesting, we have the number 300 here, but of course, with just the number 3 itself is about taking two things, combining and making another. It's a very creative, number 3 is a very creative card. So especially for people who are starting something creative in their lives, this is the time. It is, you've closed out this energetic chapter, and probably also this emotional chapter as well. There could have been some, vulnerable emotions that you have been recently facing within yourself and your life. Not in a bad way. I mean, this is not bad or anything. This is just the natural completion of a cycle, and you're ready to graduate to something new. And I think that's very exciting. So what's it going to be? Let me know in the comments. All right, Gemini, let's see what you need to know. Your angel number, the next chapter, the energies, the spirits, the angel guides, the numbers and signs have for you. Gemini. And I don't know if my sister ever watches my videos, but she gifted me this deck for my birthday, my Gemini sister. So thank you, Gemini sister. Love you. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we have here. Gemini. Ooh, 547. Authentically you. Speak your truth, Gemini. This is very fitting for you. Your angels proclaim that the time has come to express something you didn't feel comfortable expressing before to yourself and to others. This realization of self has been with you for a while now, and your angels are ready to create changes in your life to accommodate it. Reflect on what your future self would have to say to you at this moment. That's a very powerful journaling prompt, actually. Reflect on what your future self would have to say to you at this moment. Okay, so there's something you got to get out there. You got to get it off your chest, out of your mind, out of your heart space, maybe on paper to make it clearer, but it also could just be speaking. Speak your truth, write your truth, communicate your truth. It's a realization of self, though. So it's something that's been changing in you, something that you've just recently maybe had an epiphany about. So, all right, and it's going to require changes in your life. That's probably why, this is very human. This is not unique to Gemini, right? Sometimes when we have an insight and there's something and we keep pushing it down, because we know that if we speak it, if we tell it, if we write it, we're going to have to make a change. And a lot of times we just like comfort. We don't want to have to change anything. It's very human nature. So I think that's interesting. But your future self knows that this is necessary. So I think this is very interesting for you. All right, let's see what we got. And I think this is tied in with Uranus going into your sign in July. When, Uranus, the energy of the truth teller, the great awakener, the radical, the rebel, the is just radical truth. It can be Uranus. So, all right, let's see. Let's see, Gemini. Authentically you. Speak your truth. Yeah. It's been in there a while. This Knight of Pentacles. It's been in there a while. Some of you have been eating or drinking in order to not deal with it. You've been eating your feelings, some of you, okay, that you didn't want to deal with, especially with this Taurus energy next to it. Okay, so your future self is wishing this for you. Your future self, this Nine of Cups, is wishing for this truth to be spoken, this energy to be unblocked. Because there is a beautiful wish that awaits you on the other side of doing this. That's the thing. So it could be in communication with somebody close to you. It could be a partner, whether business or personal. It could be a family member, a sibling, you know, a good friend. But it also can be yourself, because this is your energy, which is what the card said. That's why I was kind of chuckling when this came out. So it could be, you know, facing the other side of yourself. It could be, because we have masculine and feminine energy in the Lovers, it could be that your more masculine side, your yang side, needs to express something, or that needs to be said from your yin or more feminine, or the yin or feminine needs to be expressing something to the masculine. So it could be, I need to be more receptive or flowing, or I need to be more assertive. So there could be some message around that, again, to apply to your life accordingly, but it could be something like that. I hope that makes sense. It's a little up there, but that's what it's a possibility because of this card, and if it's something to do with speaking a truth to yourself. But yeah, this is very interesting. This Knight of Pentacles really is the issue, because this is stuck. It's stopped. You've been thinking about it. And this can be this, things are not moving. This is just, it's like intractable. It's stuck. So it's been stuck in there for a while, and it needs to get out. This is the thing. So, it's time. It is important. I think it's very interesting that your card came out, because this is maybe something very vital for you to be happy in the future. That's why your future self really has a message for you. Like, please, Gemini, address this and stop eating your feelings. Cancer, let's see what you need to know. An angel message for you, for your future. Angel numbers with the message. Angel number for you to pay attention to in your next situation in your life. Let us see. Cancers. Ooh, 487. Imagine. Contemplate what will be. You are invited to use your inherent skills of creation. Your angels ask you to practice visualization. Sit in meditation for 5 minutes and allow yourself to visualize your daily world as if what you want has already happened. Feel your feelings fully. You're good at that. See the colors of this life vividly. You're also good at that. And allow yourself to wonder at this brand new world. Yeah. So, because how often do we allow ourselves, not just you, but people in general, to be distracted into the negative, right? Or stay stuck in this, what we see around us. And we forget that we have the power, of course, to change what is around us by changing how we are looking at things through the power of creative visualization, through vision boards even, which is part of visualization. All of it helps, because it helps us shift and see a different vision that is absolutely possible, that can manifest into reality. It absolutely can. Let me know. I mean, I am a big believer, and I don't do so much of the visioning and meditation, but the vision boards, oh yeah. And the journaling, writing scenarios and imagining that way, yes. Things work differently for different people, whatever works for you. But let me know in the comments what works for you in terms of visualizing and contemplating what will be. And what are you going to do? Which method are you going to start employing? Okay, could be meditation like it's saying here. But how can you see the colors of the life you want to create and feel into them more vividly? What does that new, beautiful world look like for you? And even if you could just do this a few minutes a day, it doesn't mean you have to like sit there for hours. You start to shift the energy, because it is very easy for us to get caught up in, you know, the day-to-day and, you know, forget what is possible because of the stresses of daily life. Contemplate what will be. You got to believe it in order to see it. You can't be like, I'll see it and then I'll believe it. That's not how it works. You have to believe it and then you will see it. This is the other part of this message. All right, let's see. Hello? Oh, Queen of Pentacles. There you are in meditation. Look at this Queen of Pentacles, though. That she is the ace manifester. There she is. She's concentrating in her crystal ball exactly what she wants to contemplate, imagine into existence. And here you are. Some of you are meditating doing this before bed. It's a good time to do it before bed. And you're creating it into existence. 3 of Coins. This is the plan. But this is also very concrete because it is a plan. It is something you're using your hands with. So I'm getting chills down my legs. This is so remarkable for this reading, Cancer, because it has everything covered. It has, like, the manifestation methods are all covered in these cards for you. We have using a crystal, like a crystal ball or some other favorite crystal you may have, like a clear quartz works very well. And just letting your eyes soften and your energy be drawn into the crystal, maybe consecrating it for that specific manifestation purpose. And, so there's that. We have meditation, 4 swords, there you go. And then we have vision boards, 3 of Coins, something you're doing with your hands and or the journaling. There you go. There you go. Pick your method here. Let me know. Is it 1, 2, or 3? You can type it in the comments. Let me know what you're going to do to imagine this beautiful goal you have into existence. All right, Leos, let's see what you need to know. Your next exciting chapter and the angel number that is instructing what you need to know for that chapter. 740, new connections. Keep an open mind. Okay. People are showing up in your life who reflect the goals you've been putting forth into the universe. Sorry, cat hair. Meet them and open yourself up to what they have to teach you about life and yourself. Demonstrate that your heart and mind are open to new connections by following up with a new friend at some point today. Okay, so this could be what's coming into the next 74 days of your life. Could look at it that way. Okay, so let's see what we need to know about that. But it's about keeping an open mind. But I think it's interesting that the people who are showing up are reflecting the goals you've been putting forth into the universe. So that's an interesting part of that message. What do they have to teach you about life and yourself? I think somebody's coming to help you with something. And it's not that you can't do it yourself, but they could be a door opener. It's like something like that. Yeah, look at this, 6 of Coins. And the 8 of Coins. This is probably connected to your work or some goal you've been really focusing in on that you've been wanting to achieve. Wow, and probably an air sign and probably female. Okay, so let's see. So the 6 of Coins is the benefactor energy. It is somebody who is giving assistance. And again, it's not that you can't take care of something yourself, but, sometimes things are made easier by other people. And sometimes they're not. I mean, let's be frank. Sometimes other people cause a lot of problems. But there are some people that come in and guided by spirit and the angels and signs and synchronicities, that they are there to actually help. And they mean well, and they are going to help you open a door. That is what I am feeling. You have been already focusing in on something and working it. This person's arrival may signal to you that you're closer than you think in finishing up or getting this ready, whatever this is, this 8 of Coins. And you're going to be probably making a decision, I would say in an air sign season, so probably in Gemini season, about this person's help, the next step with this 8 of Coins project focus thing that you've been working on. Could be also Libra season with the Queen of Swords showing up here. I feel, this is the other thing I'm kind of getting with this Queen of Swords, although I feel this is them. This is your energy I'm feeling. I'm feeling that there may be something you need to overcome about feeling suspicious. And again, I get it in this day and age. And if we've been burned before, or we think somehow that if we accept somebody's help, then we're not good enough or something. That's not what this is about. I really want to emphasize that. So there could be something that you need to just kind of work through intellectually about this person's help, because a Queen of Swords can be sometimes a little suspicious. So there may be something that you're just going to have to see her little hand. I love this. I love the Queen of Swords. Look at her little hand. She's like, okay. So there may be something where you will be extending the hand and accepting the hand also that's coming your way, and receiving what this person's giving: advice, assistance, money, a ride to the airport, or whatever it is. So very, very nice. So open up your mind. This is the thing. Open up your mind to receiving that assistance. Virgo, let's see what you need to know. Angel number and message for you, Virgo. 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 All right, what do we have? Financial balance, 603. Check your habits. Check your habits. Well, this is interesting because I'm filming this April 12th, the day of the full moon in Libra, which is your second house of monies. So it's interesting. This energy is coming up. You might want to check the full moon in Libra video that has already been posted for a while to the channel in case you missed that. Everything's timestamped. Go to your message. That may be helpful for you. But let's see what this says. Check your habits. This is a wake-up call from your angels. The flow of money reflects the flow of energy. Your angels want you to feel secure and balanced in your state of mind, and your finances contribute to that. Yes, of course, because when we're stressed about money, like, yeah, we're not feeling secure and balanced. Of course. Take time today to get real about what is coming into and going out of your bank account. Make any organizational changes you can to improve the flow of funds. So, but check your habits could also be check your spending habits, check your saving habits, check your habits of thought about abundance and the money that is flowing in or flowing out. All right, so the flow of money reflects the flow of energy. Yes, it does. All right, let's see. Virgo, what do you need to know? Okay, the Three of Swords. Okay, but there's the energy, the King of Pentacles, and an Eight of Cups. This is really interesting. So a Three of Swords can be a betrayal, yes, but it can also be a blockage. It could be a disappointment. So there could have been something, a betrayal, a disappointment, a blockage with your finances. Here is you. Here you are. Good English. Here is you. Here is you. And then we have this Eight of Cups here, which here's our full moon. And we have you emotionally moving on. So there could be something where maybe you had to emotionally let something go or move on from it that concerns finances. Example, maybe your 15-year-old car finally stopped running and it's just, you can't resurrect it. Like, you've done everything you can. And so it's upsetting to you because that's a big expense, but you have to emotionally let it go. And maybe you had a lot of good times in that car, you enjoyed driving it, blah, blah, blah. So it's like something like that. Or some other situation where you were really hoping for a certain outcome with your finances, but it didn't quite gel. And so this could be, you know, this Three of Swords is not a great energy. Granted, it's tough because we have to, you know, make peace with it, first of all, and then and deal with the pain. And we don't want to get stuck and feel like the swords are still sticking in our heart. So that's why we do, at some point when we're ready, need to move on emotionally, because it is about the flow of energy, as this card says. So the point here is you don't want to get stuck in this because, yeah, maybe there's something that was disappointing and upsetting. And you can choose to dwell there. We don't want to spiritually bypass and ignore our pain. Of course not. Of course not. But we also don't want to get blocked and stuck there either. It's a fine balance. Everybody has a different journey with that. So, but this is just general in what this is saying. But here you are in the middle and you are holding a coin. So it is about you kind of taking your power back from whatever's been going around outside of you, this, and saying, all right, I'm going to move on and I'm going to create something new for myself. Let's pull 2 more cards. Let's reshuffle, okay, and see what else you need to know. But I feel like there's something here where you need to move on from some sort of financial loss or disappointment. And not dwell in it, because as this card says, you want to stay balanced in your state of mind. And that's not a 3 of Swords, of course not. So let's see. Okay, we have a 4 of Wands. And wow, and a 4 of Coins. So within 4 weeks to 4 months, you could be celebrating because now you have money to hold on to. So what I'm kind of feeling is something that, like I said, may have unfortunately not worked out. You're going to see the reason for that in 4 weeks to 4 months, as you have good news to report. 4 of Wands, and it could be connected with your home. That's what this could be over here with this and the double 4s. It's possible. But you're going to have some good news to celebrate, and also you will have money to save, to budget, to hold on to again. So everything comes round again in another form. That's a beautiful quote from the poet Rumi. And it does. It's another form. It can't replace what already existed, but it's another form. And that's that 4 of Coins. So if one income stream left, another one will be coming in. And I think you'll have something to celebrate. All right, Libras, let's get an angel message for you. Your angel number for your next exciting chapter in your life. The message for you, what you need to know right now. Libras, 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 Libras. Ooh, this is cool. 673, 5th dimensional thinking. It's time to level up. Ooh, exciting. Okay. Your angels want you to level your thinking up to the 5th dimension, Libra. You are stuck in mundane struggles and material world values. Reframe your thoughts, keeping the big picture in view. Connect it to your purpose and the valuable lessons you are learning at this very moment. Draw another card with an intention for guidance as to your next steps. Okay, we'll do that. We are going to pull tarot though, but all right, so you are leveling up, you're reframing your thoughts, connecting to the big picture of your life and what you're wanting to manifest. And you're connecting with your purpose and the valuable lessons that you have been learning. All right, so let's pull another card. It's telling us to do that. And we will do that for the Libras. All right, Libras. Make magic. Okay, hello. 151, make magic. Your desires are in your hands. Don't these go so nicely together, Libra. Your angels say the time is now to create your future. The things you want are not just going to happen on their own. You'll need to create them. Yes, you will. The steps you take today have a direct link to what happens to you in the future. Sit in a quiet spot and take 5 deep centering breaths. As you inhale, envision supportive energy flowing into you. As you exhale, know that what you want wants you. Beautiful. Yeah, so reframe your thoughts and then create your future. What you want wants you. That's what this is saying. All right, let's see what the tarot has to say. Beautiful. Libras. Libras. Who invited him? Who invited this person? All right. Poopy, stinky devil card. All right. Look, this is so interesting. So Jupiter, Wheel of Fortune, which is, of course, good luck. And that always helps. Divine timing, right timing. It is the time, as the cards are saying, to make magic. Jupiter right now is in Gemini, which is your 9th house. Here's our Gemini showing up. 9th house is about expansion, growth, and it is about leveling up. So you're going to be making magic to level up into your next area of growth and expansion. It might involve travel. It might involve somebody you're going to travel with, a partnership, whether business or personal. It could involve writing a book, something that you want to go back to school and learn. It could involve you studying some more spiritual topics that you have been interested in, expanding your mind, all of those types of things. But then this is showing up. So this is saying, get over your fears with this devil. The devil is the past. This is the energy that is the monkey on your back, the devil on your shoulder, so to speak, that's saying, oh, you can't do this. Or why don't you go do this over here, which is not good for you, then do something that is good for you. Like, why don't you just continue watching your trash TV? And hey, I love trash TV. Nothing wrong with trash TV in measured amounts. Balance. It's always about balance. But why don't you just spend the whole weekend with trash TV and junk food and just zoning out and whatever? Just do that. Just do that. That's what this is. And this is saying, okay, you can do a little of that to regroup, but then let's go out. Let's go to a little workshop in town and learn about tarot or astrology. Or let's take a drive together and go discover a town we've always wanted to go to and learn something new, or visit a thrift shop, or go buy some books, or I'm going to sign up for a little class, or I'm going to learn something on the internet, or I'm going to take a computer class. I'm going to build my online business. That's all this rather than this. So this is the thing to let go of, level up from, which is the mundane shenanigans. This is the Capricorn, right? You are stuck in mundane struggles and material world values. This is also this energy, the devil, which is, well, can't do it, have no money. Oh, it's just easier to sit on the sofa and, etc. That's that energy. This is expansive. This is filled with hope and optimism and trying new things and just getting out and taking a walk in the neighborhood, enjoying life, meeting some people who you like spending time with, getting out of your head, getting out of the house, doing fun new things. It doesn't have to cost a lot of money. Just as long as there's something you enjoy and you're making magic. That's the thing. So you have a choice. We always do. This is the stuck place. Be gone, devil card. Scorpio, let's get an angel message for you, an angel number, what you need to know for your next chapter, next situation, whatever you're manifesting in your life. What angel number message will assist you? Scorpio. Okay. Those are sticking out. We will take one. Oh, 292. Channel anxiety. Okay, well, what that's all about. Let's see. Create positive distractions to reroute nervous energy. Okay, that's good advice. Your angels are validating that the anxiety and grief you are experiencing can be overwhelming. It's been tough. These first few months of 2024 with all the retrogrades, that Virgo full moon lunar eclipse, it's the energy has been just, yeah. Okay, it's been causing grief for people, definitely anxiety, because the energy has just been so fraught. Your angels are with you presently. They urge you to channel those emotions into positive distractions. Clear your energetic space to create an oasis for something enjoyable and unrelated to your anxieties by cleansing yourself with water in some way. Take a bath or a shower or go swimming if possible. This is really like positive distractions in terms of switching up the energy around you and in you. And yes, water can definitely do that. Even walking by water. A lake, the ocean, obviously, is very good for that. Going swimming, yes. But channeling it into a positive distraction, especially like cleaning your space, is very good. And going to the gym, going for a walk, sitting with your cat or your dog and just really enjoying their company. I mean, that's a positive distraction. Baking, although cooking and baking, depending on what you're making, can get you into trouble, right? Because of course you're going to want to eat all that. But home-cooked meals are positive distractions, in my 4th house Taurus opinion. They are. All right. So let me know in the comments, what positive distraction are you going to have in your life, Scorpio? Oh, okay, Judgment. And the Knight of Cups. So there could be some decision on your plate that's coming in the next couple months. Yeah. That's what this is all about. It could be the next 2 months to 20 weeks, I would say. Hey, with this Judgment card showing up. It may be by your birthday also. I always look at this card, a Scorpio energy, where you're going to make an emotional shift and you're going to choose something and go in a new direction. The anxiety may be coming from, is it going to happen? Like, when am I going to hear the news? Judgment card. When is the news coming that I'll be able to shift into this new thing I'm trying to create in my life? Whatever it might be. It could be that you want to move. It could be that you want the new relationship to start. It could be that you want a new job or whatever with this Ace of Wands. You want a new project to focus on. Whatever it represents to you. So it could be a reinvigoration of like something you're healing physically too. That's possible. And you're having the stress and anxiety. Well, is my leg ever going to heal? Is, my back problem ever going to get better? Like, these types of things. So, yeah, you are going to get good news. It's here. This is beautiful. Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands. And Knight of Cups is your energy. You're going to be moving toward a beautiful new beginning with whatever situation is currently causing you anxiety. So do the positive distraction. The news will come in. I gave you a possible timing. Of course, it's just general reading here on YouTube. But, I do think that that's a possibility with the timing. 2 months to 20 weeks. And, or possibly around your birthday. And thumbs up from the universe. Like, it's all going to work out and be okay. And there we go. There you go. Right there. Thumbs up from the universe. Is it going to do it again? I don't know. Ever since I got this new computer, there are some weird things it does. I have no idea why. I haven't spent the time to really dive into that. But once in a while, it'll pop up with something like that. But it did that. That's your angel message also, Scorpio. Sagittarius. Let's see what you need to know. Your angel numerology message for your next chapter. Your next evolution. What's happening next for Sagittarius? (201) Patterns. How you do one thing is how you do everything. Do you agree with that? Is there truth in that? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Your angels ask that you take a closer look at your patterns of behavior, Sagittarius, and consider how they play a role in the bigger picture. What are the small things you do in your daily life that create bigger ripples in your world? Write down one way in which you feel dissatisfied with life. Reflect on how that example may show up as a pattern in other places in your life. Okay. I mean, they're not really saying that it's negative per se, but that's my connotation here. It's like, what are the small things that create bigger ripples in your world? So it doesn't have to be negative necessarily. But then they ask, write down one way in which you feel dissatisfied with life. Reflect on how that example may show up as a pattern. So I feel like they are kind of saying it's negative. All right, but let's see. How you do one thing is how you do everything. Like when I cook, I will follow a recipe, but I like to just kind of wing it. I throw in this, I throw in that. Like, we will see what happens, which is kind of how I do other things too. Like, I like to be in the flow of energy. I usually have some sort of outline or scaffolding of what I want to create because my Mercury in Taurus likes that. It likes having a little bit of an organizational structure. But then I like to see, because that's probably my Scorpio moon, I like to feel into the energy and see what we're doing. And I think that's pretty much like how I probably do a lot of things. But let me know. Same thing, like I don't read directions. usually. Or I'll just glance at it fast to get a general sense of something, and then I just dive in with it. The wheel, there's your Jupiter energy, and the 8 of Cups, and the Sun card. Okay, this is what I feel. Some of you may be dealing with a pattern where you quit before the miracle happens. This is our timing. This is our wheel, which is the Jupiter, which is your ruling planet. And it has a timing. It has a cycle. But here you're walking away. You're walking away before this can come into view. So that's what I'm feeling. I mean, we're looking at all these energies holistically. That's what I think. So I would say pay more attention to your cycles and letting something play out a bit longer before you're ready to just walk away. And of course, this is general advice, general energies. Obviously, if something's super negative or dangerous or whatever, we don't wait around, obviously. So we're not talking about that. But it's something more emotional, because it's the Cups here, that you don't give your emotions maybe enough time to see how it's going to turn out. Now, of course, if you're getting some sort of weird intuitive hit about something, don't question it. Just get out of there or listen to that intuitive energy. So again, we're not talking about that type of thing. But it's probably something very personal to you with the wheel, since it's your energy, some sort of personal goal. Or it can be that you just get frustrated if things don't happen on your timeline, and then you just say, F it, when if you had just stuck with it to see how the cycle would play out, you would end up with a lot of gorgeousness with the Sun card showing up here. Of course, the Sun card is your 9th house of the big picture perspective of your life. It is about expansion and growth. And it is a house that is connected with your energy, because you are the natural energy that exists in the 9th house astrological wheel. So this is like double Sag kind of signature going on here. So how do you sabotage by leaving too fast your own investment of energy than letting something play out? That's what I would say. Okay, so maybe stick with something a little bit more longer, or think more carefully. Here's another way to look at this. Think more carefully about your emotional investment of energy. Make sure it's something you really are valuing, that you see you can grow into for the long term, something that really does light up your heart space, that you brings happiness to you, rather than just saying yes to every single thing and then you end up disappointed, or you just ditch things or whatever. So there's something to look at there. It's very, very interesting. Let me know in the comments what you think. Capricorn, let's see what you need to know. Your angel message with your angel number and your message for your next life chapter. Capricorn. All right, let's see. Ooh, number 400. Have faith. Your angels hear you. Your angels have heard your prayers and felt your struggles. They stay with you and remind you that everything has a purpose, even though you may not understand it now. Remember that you are never alone. Do a full body stretch now and ask your guides to send you love, peace, and signs. Trust what you see and feel when you wholeheartedly ask for these messages. Okay, so have faith. I mean, really what I'm feeling here, your prayers are in the process of being answered. It's just that, as humans, all of us, not just Capricorns, but we get impatient. We want everything now. And of course, some of us are dealing with really pressing time situations anyway, time and money things where, we need to, we're maybe behind the 8 ball. We really kind of need to know something. But that is a very strong test of faith. But have the faith that your prayers are heard, and trust what they're communicating to you. As it says here, trust what you see and feel when you wholeheartedly ask for these messages. So where are you seeing the number 4 or 400, I would say? That's what's on here. So this could be happening in 40 days. I'm not going to say 400 days. It could be 400 days, though, for some of you, if it's some other thing going on. But it could be 40 days. It could be 4 weeks. It could be 40 weeks. Yeah, Five of Cups. Something's upsetting you. And you are kind of trying to figure out a solution. You're taking stock of your resources and how you can maybe solve some sort of disappointing problem or situation. Okay. And here's the angel. That's your 12th house also, Sag. So this is very, very clear. There, as it says, your angels hear you. And what do we get? The angel of temperance. It's vital that you keep the faith, you keep your balance, and that you do continue to meditate on the possible solutions for this, but also ask them for help. And you see with the alchemy that is going on here, they will bring you a message that will help you alchemize or change this situation. And they will bring you the resources. That's the other thing with the Seven of Coins, because that in the middle here, I think you are worried about that a little bit. So, and this Five of Cups it's going to mean different things to different Capricorns. So, but your 12th house is being represented here with the Temperance card. It is about balance. It is about being open to miracles. That's what it is. And 12th house, these things can come as epiphanies. They can come through dreams, the answer. It could come absolutely from some sort of very interesting synchronicity, being in the right place at the right time, because you are led there for some reason. Somebody could also be led to you to encounter you, that sort of like stranger crossing your path type thing, but they are there to deliver some sort of angelic message. They may not be aware of that, of course. It's funny how that can work. But you are heard. You are heard. There will be the dawn of a new day. There will be a very positive change in whatever this is. So ask, believe, receive. Tune in spiritually. Listen for that information. And definitely to dip your toe, because that's what the angel does here, into something maybe a little different. Because there could be an unusual solution to this issue. So it's like put your toe into, you test the waters, so to speak. So you could test the waters with something and actually get the solution or the idea in some unconventional but divinely guided way. Aquarius, let's get your angel number message for your next chapter. What you need to know, Aquarius. Aquarius. All right, here we go. Ooh, 557. Expansive thoughts. Consider a new perspective. All right, a simple change in perspective will shed light on the situation before you. Open your mind to hearing and seeing new interpretations of what you are currently dealing with. Your angels will work through curiosity, inspiration, and even other people to relay their message. Write down all your inspired thoughts in this moment, no matter how inconsequential you may think they are. Wow. Weren't we discussing this in some recent video I made? I know, it was the Neptune and Aries. It was that, if you haven't seen that video yet, you might want to check it out. It's on the channel. And we were discussing how, since that Neptune is going into your 3rd house of the mind, there may be some interesting shifts and changes for you about this very thing, expanding your thoughts, especially spiritually, creatively. So, wow, interesting. All right, so let's pull some cards for you, Aquarius. Okay. A simple change in perspective will shed light on the situation before you. See and hear new interpretations of what you are currently dealing with. I'm kind of getting the vibe like when you have an interesting dream and like you have your interpretation of it, and then maybe you consult like a dream dictionary, but then maybe you tell your therapist, and then maybe you tell your best friend, and you get all these like different perspectives than what you originally thought, and it really kind of opens up your whole interpretation of your own dream and may lead to some very interesting epiphany. I'm kind of getting that vibe. For you. You need a new interpretation of some sort of, I think it's a truth about yourself something maybe you're thinking is true about yourself that may not be. But let's see what the cards have to say. Ooh, Ace of Coins. And the Four of Swords. There's the sleeping. And oh, there's our Aries third house. So there is something for you to take initiative on. There is some brand new thing. Ace of Coins, something you want to plant, a big money seed or a big seed to grow in your life with your energy. Yes, your swords, but here this is showing up as wands. So something that you really desire with a lot of passion, that you want to put your creative energy into. And, you know, something that really lights up your heart space. We have the sunflower here from the sun card. And of course, something that intuitively you are drawn to with the black cat showing up. So your angels will work through curiosity, inspiration, and even other people to relay their message. So this could be a fire sign who is going to be delivering you information and messages to help open up your mind, Four of Swords, to what this Ace of Coins might be for you, or how to manifest this Ace of Coins, how to take advantage of this opportunity, when this opportunity might come, what is it going to look like, how can you best use it, etc. So I think this is very interesting. But we also have the Four of Swords, which is about prayer, meditation, being in that in-between sleep state where you kind of get those downloads. I think something's going to come to you in a dream, I really feel. And so it's interesting, this card is showing up when I was just discussing a dream. And you're getting all these interpretations from different people. I think there's something coming to you in a dream that unlocks a kernel, a seed, an idea that could really change your whole life. That could grow for quite a long time. Yes, in whatever it is you want. Money, love, fame, creativity, whatever you want this to be. So I think this is very interesting. So get ready for some interesting dreams or insights. And this can also be even when you're not fully asleep. It can be in that in-between time when you're taking a little nap on the sofa with your cat and you're not fully asleep. You know that state I'm talking about. We often get some interesting dream-like messages in those states of consciousness also. So I think it's very interesting. And the Queen of Wands here really is about some sort of passionate new path forward for you, especially with this Ace of Coins. So, very interesting. And Pisces, let's get an angel number for you for your next exciting development in life. What do the Pisces people need to know? An angel number for them. There we go. Pisces. We have 208, gratitude everywhere. Gratitude everywhere. Challenge yourself to be thankful. There's always something to be grateful for, no matter how dire the present circumstances may seem. This is true. Your angels challenge you to focus on gratitude. Out loud right now, recite a list of what you are grateful for today. Nothing is too inconsequential to include. So, attitude of gratitude absolutely helps shift the vibration and does help us manifest more. As we're grateful for what we do have, our gratitude multiplies and more things arrive. So I think that's interesting, especially, I'm going to pull another card actually. I feel this is very specific to a Pisces out there watching right now, because I do feel in general that Pisces are probably more tuned into an attitude of gratitude than maybe some of the other signs, especially if you have your Venus in Pisces. All right, but let's pull another one. Let's pull another one. So that, I think that's specific to somebody out there. Let's pull one more. Pisces. All right, let's see what we have. We have 321 boundaries. How many freaking times have we been getting boundary messages for you guys? It's been coming out so much in the energies. It's okay to set limits. Of course, the North Node is in your sign. Saturn's still in your sign until May 30th. But you are wrapping up major karmic lessons with boundaries. And you had to do it because the North Node is in your sign right now, which is about new things that you're going to be creating. You need more energy for yourself to create new paths, move toward new things, new people, new connections, new experiences. So you need boundaries because you can't do everything. You need to set a boundary. There are those who take too much, and your angels are reminding you that you don't have to let them. It's important to say no to what harms you. Think of a boundary you can set today, then put it in place. You have the support of your angels. Again, this is something that's been coming up for Pisces. So we're going to pull one more card. 3 is the charm. So some of you need the reinforcement of this message. Some of you, not all of you, because it's always a process we are working through. All right, and let's get another one. Let's get another one. Pisces. Angel number for Pisces. All right, here we go. Oh, okay. Here we go. 125. Be serious. That's also very Saturn in your sign. But I like this next part. Invest in yourself earnestly. This is now Neptune in your Neptune, your ruling planet, in the second house of your self-worth and also money. If you haven't checked out my Neptune in Aries video yet, your soul mission video, please check that out because this is very important for you. Invest in yourself earnestly. Your angels are reminding you that your interests and goals must be taken seriously. This is also North Node in your sign. If you put them on the back burner, the universe will too. Reflect now on a promise you've made to yourself recently. Reaffirm your commitment to yourself and to that promise by repeating this mantra a few times until it begins to sink in. I am worthy. If you put your goals and interests on the back burner, the universe will too. That is some deep level wisdom right there. If you've made it this far in your message, type front burner. Front burner, no back burner. Type front burner in the comments. I will know who made it through most of this Pisces message. Affirm the front burner of your life. All right, let's see. Yeah, 2 of coins. Oh, and some Pluto. There's our Leo. All right, this is very clear. Very clear in our lives. All right, here we have a 2 of coins. So this is you. Here you are trying to balance multiple priorities. But this is also, and sometimes we have to do that. This is also, though, this is the juggler. This sometimes can be, you know, we're talking about second house of self-worth, and we're getting the 2 that's showing up here. So it can be, well, I've got to balance all these other things, or I'm juggling things for other people, or I have myself down here on the back burner and they're on the front burner over here. So, and this can be being stuck in that cycle. It's an infinity loop. So you go round and round and round in the same old cycle. So that's got to change. That's why we have the death card here. And this is Pluto, which is your 9th, Scorpio, your 9th house of expanding your life. So if you truly want to expand your life, which is your calling right now with the North Node in your sign, it's time to expand, learn, grow, take care of yourself. Then it is time to make this change. No more 2 of coins. It's all about you, strength card. And this is your 6th house of work and well-being. It's the Leo. So your well-being depends on your boundaries. Investing more in the things that give you a lot of love in return also, because that's the other thing that's going on here. This lion and this girl, they have a very loving relationship. It's based in purity, pure energy. Here's the infinity symbol here. Here's the infinity symbol over here. This is using energy, can be. Using, because it's pentacles. This, I'm profiting, using. This is purity of spirit. It's like a little halo over her head. Okay, it's pure, beautiful energy. It's the strength. It's associated with your heart. So, and the well-being. and also about your work. And your work in the world right now is connected absolutely to your well-being. And you are your work right now in terms of you, your spirit, your heart. That's your job right now, fulfilling you, taking care of you in all ways. So that's the key here. That is, it's no more about this balance. This is a time to really focus on yourself, more than maybe you feel comfortable doing, but it is vital. That is what the astrology and these cards are also, because you know me. I am at heart first an astrologer, actually. I love tarot too, but I first learned astrology when I was 12. So, and that was a very long time ago, very long time ago. So, having just had a birthday, I can tell you, that was a very long time ago. Oh, now I'm on a tangent. All right. So it may be more than you're really feeling comfortable with. Okay. But it is vital. I forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry, Pisces. I just get so passionate when I do your readings because you guys, well, because I have my Venus in Pisces, so probably that, but also because you guys are so loving and giving, and it can feel weird for some Pisces, you know, at first to be more focused than usual. You're always going to think of other people, of course. But it is time to really focus on yourself and fix that imbalance that has been happening for many, many years. And really invest your beautiful strength of energy, your patience, your kindness, your joy, your generous heart into you. Treat yourself the way you've been treating other people. Like, give all that loving kindness back to yourself. Okay? That's what I feel. And some of you, like, invest in yourself earnestly. It's because there is a big change coming. There is something big that you're going to be doing. Maybe in Leo season, maybe that's when it starts. That's going to take you to the next expansive level in your life. I think that's where I was going with this Scorpio, like expanding your life. So you want to be ready for that. You already have too much on your plate. You can't also take this on. This needs to go away. Okay. You know what I'm saying, Pisces. Front burner. So thank you so much for joining me for your angel number messages. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you're looking forward to manifesting, how angel numbers show up in your life. It's always interesting to hear and see the synchronicities, the signs, and the messages that they have for us. Sorry, the thing is beeping, but that's a sign too. Beeping on the computer. Love you guys very, very much. And I'll be back with more videos very soon. I did take a few days to just unwind for my birthday. I did create a birthday video with a magical message in it. If you would like to check that out, it is on the channel. And I will be back with your second half of April money reading now that, yippee, Venus has gone direct. Everything is now direct as of the filming of this video today on April 12th in the evening. In the evening, Eastern time is when Venus is going direct. So things are going to really start popping for all of us. It is full steam ahead. So let me know what you're looking forward to in the remainder of the spring season or the fall season for my people down under. I would love to hear. And if you like the content, thumbs it up. Thumb it up. Is that how you say it? That helps with the YouTube algorithm, of course. And if you feel there is somebody that would benefit from the messages in the video, if you'd like to share it with them, that is also very much appreciated. Bobo has been sleeping on the sofa this whole time on the fuzzy blanket. So he's been eyeing me from over on the other side there. Hopefully he will appear soon in another video. You never know with him. He's not as consistent as Ariel was. So anyway, he's well. We're all well. Thank you for all the lovely birthday wishes that some of you have already left on the channel. Very much appreciated. Love you guys. Take care. I will see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out.